All right, guys, it's been no secret that I am shilling the hell out of this claw machine. I have wanted one for a long time and really want it. Unfortunately, it appears all is not rosy. Yes, indeed, a few days ago, we saw these start arriving and a lot of people excited. They look better than we could ever imagine. We went through and showed all the things that this thing could lift. It looked great. I was fired up. I was pumped up for this awesome claw machine. People that were naysayers were starting to turn. More people were looking to buy it. Fast forward 48 hours, and oh no, they're already breaking. That's right. We're already seeing people having problems with their claw machine. Before we get too far into it, what I wanted to do is share one of the videos from somebody who is having an issue. And the issue with the claw machine is now suddenly the claw has stopped dropping. There were a lot of comments in the threads, people speculating, hey, did you lift too many heavy things? Maybe you stripped the motor. Others saying, well, maybe the button is stuck. Lots and lots of opinions. One person who's an expert in claw machine repair even said, hey, it most likely is it wound incorrectly, or there are some micro switches that maybe got stuck. You need to open it up and look into it. Again, a lot of people weighing in on what to do. And so before we start addressing some of those, I wanted to share this video with you. Of course, it comes from Robert Cawthorn and was posted to the Arcade1up and modding Facebook group. So that's where you guys can see it there. But I wanted to give you a quick look at the problem in action. You know, just a few days away, we're already seeing some issues. You can see the claw moves, hits the button, and this is where it should drop. And instead, it just sits there. And it's going to sit here for a few moments, plays the sound to go drop what you got, and nothing. Literally got nothing. So never dropped, never jammed. Try it again, hits the button again, nothing drops. So very, very disappointing. Of course, people have been very critical of Arcade1up and the quality of their products. They've been hypothesizing that these would break very easily, that the quality wasn't there. And oh man, does this look bad. And I was all set to come up here and in this video, you know, tell you like, hey, I think I've got to cancel my orders. I just can't in good conscience purchase this thing. It broke already. That's a very bad sign. Well, I'm pleased to tell you I traded some message with Robert, and he has just posted this information to the group. They did find a fix, and it's actually a very easy fix. In fact, it may have been one that Arcade1up knew was a possibility and had already a fix lined up in mind. And so when Robert contacted Arcade1up support, they provided him a video. Robert was kind enough to share that video with me so we could take a look at just what that fix is. Again, I think you guys will find this very informative. I think, again, it was distributed by Arcade1up support, so I feel like it's okay to share it because they're sharing it with their consumers. But it is a quick and easy fix, though there's a little interesting steps, and hint, hint, the Konami code comes into play. So a little fun shout out to retro gamers in order to address some of this issue with the claw dropping. So let's stop talking about that one and just show it real quick, shall we? Is this the problem?
there's a back door to fix this.
Power off the machine first. Open the control deck. Remove this cable. And then slide to power on first. Hold this button. Once you put in this socket, release this one, and then up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right. And then it will the other hidden mode for fix the issue. So first you move the core to the right hand side on the door, and then you get the core, and then you keep press up until this one running to upward again. So once you fix this one, and then you can switch off the machine and then power on again. So the issue can be fixed. So it shows how the core can be running properly.
So very, very interesting. I think support informed Robert that what they think happens is that when the claw doesn't move for a long period of time, that somehow remembers that it wasn't moving, and so then doesn't start moving. And so just going through that initial config reset of pulling it down step by stepping it to the full length, stepping it back up, and then causing it to reset again, kicks the drive back into gear. So this shows, and why I felt it was important that you saw this video, you saw this problem. We need to be transparent there. This claw machine, it's going to have issues, but the issue here was not the motor. It wasn't any of the physical or mechanical components. It really seems like this is some sort of a software glitch. Again, the machine, the functionality works perfectly, but whatever is determining the trigger to move that down is what stops working. And so by stepping through the debug or configuration options and then pulling it back up seems to correct that problem. So good news for out of a bad situation, I guess. Nobody wants to see this thing break, especially only after 2 days. I also reached out to Adam Brooks, who's another person who got his early, and he says his is still working perfectly, no issues whatsoever. Robert thinks that maybe the problem was caused because that he potentially overfilled it and then had that like stop at the bottom where it didn't go down all the way, and so it sits there for a longer than normal time. Who knows? Whatever caused the problem, at least it's a minor fix. Certainly not super easy. You do have to pull the control panel, but also not difficult. I think it also brings up the flaw that I talked about before, where that access door to put the prizes in is on that right side, where if you put it next to another cab, it's going to be difficult to get into to refill the thing. Well, now also we know you need to be able to get into it to adjust some of these situations with the claw. So I felt it very important to get this information out to all of you guys, because you know how excited I've been about it. I've been posting about this claw machine for months since we noticed that first leak during Arcade1up's live stream. And you need to have all the facts. I don't want anybody to have rushed out and bought this thing just because of how excited I am for it. And when I saw something was broken with it, I really thought you guys needed to know. So I was planning to give this information to you this morning. And thankfully, in discussions with Robert, he did indicate that it was fixed now. And so instead of a full warning, I'm at least able to give you some details on how to fix this in case you run into the same issue. And again, a big shout out to Robert. I've put a link to his post and the Arcade1up and modding group down below. So definitely go check that out. Appreciate Robert just jumping out and being so forthcoming with the issue he had, telling everybody about it, and then following up about the fix. So there you guys go. So hopefully, and I did get confirmation my claw machine has shipped and should be arriving midway through next week. So hopefully we'll have an unboxing video and assembly video for you as soon as it arrives. We may just go live and do it right there so you experience all the assembly issues right along with me. But until then, and until next time, have fun.